so that you guys can ask me your questions. I'm not gonna make today's live too long. Oh, you said you could barely hear. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me now. Hi, Shemaya. Or is it Shamia? Written Tarot says, hey from the Bahamas. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, cool. So today's live is not going to be too long because I'm not really feeling too well. I'm super, super tired. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, go ahead and drop them. But let me know, how's your day going? How's everybody doing? What have you guys been up to? Okay. All right. So we already have a question. Janet said, hi, how's your LPN to RN bridge going? So I'm not enrolled in the LPN to RN bridge yet. This whole pandemic has me second guessing whether or not I want to go forward with my nursing education. I do know that I want to go back to school, but I don't really know if I will be going back to get a degree in nursing. I just feel like I'm already a nurse. I make a lot of money, a lot more money than a lot of the RNs that I know where I'm at doing what I do. And so, yeah, if I'm going to go back to school, I don't think I'm going to be going back um, to get my RN. I'm not sure. I might change my mind later on, but I think if I go back to school, it'll be to get my diploma or my degree in something else. Go ahead and support me by showing me a like, guys. There's 13 people in here and I only have 5 likes. So can you guys help me out a little bit? What's going on? Okay, Written Tarot said, can Dettol be used for eczema? So I know a lot of people in the Caribbean say that they use Dettol to help children with eczema. I'm not really sure what the science behind that is, and I wouldn't recommend it just because Dettol is already so harsh on its own. It's very harsh. It can be very drying to the skin, so I don't see how it could be beneficial for somebody who has eczema. I would say to stick to like a lot of creams and stuff that have oats and things like that. Maybe do like an oat bat. Try products like Aveeno and things like that. But I would say to kind of like stay away from Dettol if you have eczema. We have 22 people up in here. Can you guys go ahead and show me some support by liking? Thank you. I'm not sure if I'm gonna say your name right. I think it's Chi Lane. Oh my God, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Says random, but where did you get your glasses? So a company sent these over to me. Their Instagram tag is like Zlool, I think, at Zelool. I do have a video on this on my channel, so if you wanna get the details for this, you can get that in the video. All the links and all of that are there. Um, Yaya Jimenez says, waiting for my train back to school. What do you mean you're waiting for your train back to school? You're going to school at this time? I mean, I don't know what time it is where you live at, but it's pretty late out here. Um, Bambi Eyes says, hey from New York City. Hey, girl. What's going on? Haley Bailey says, I want to be monetized by the end of the year. Do you have any big tips? So I have a full YouTube growth playlist with like hundreds of tips that you can use to get your video monetized and to get more views. So if that is what you want, go check out that playlist. All the information you need is there. Shamia says, with this pandemic, it's making nurses don't want to work in the field. I'm a social worker. I'm not gonna lie. We have 29 people in here. What is up, you guys? Welcome, welcome. This live is not gonna be too long, so if you have any questions, leave them down below, and please support by giving your girl a like. Okay, we have 22 likes and there's 28 people in here. Um, Yeah, so Shamia, honestly, this pandemic has showed me a completely different side of healthcare. And it's honestly making me not really care for it. Like, I don't really care for nursing at all. This is why I'm not really doing staff nursing anymore. I'm strictly doing agency nursing. I make a lot more money that way. And because I make a lot more money, I can work a lot less hours. And that's kind of like the ultimate goal for me. Right now, my ultimate goal is to kind of like keep my at work hours, my like nursing hours as low as I possibly can. Like I don't want to have to go in if I don't have to, and um I'm trying to get to a point hopefully by the end of this year where I can go back to being 100% full time, because I have been pretty much full time on YouTube for most of the year. I just started picking up some shifts here and there because, as we all know, YouTube is a fluctuating platform. You can never predict how many views you're gonna get and how much money you're gonna make. But hopefully, I can get my channel to a point where I'm really steady, get my business to a point where it's steady so that I don't have to work. Because honestly, nursing is not it for me anymore, if I'm being completely honest. Ren Robinson says, what other subject beside nursing would you be interested in pursuing? To be honest, I don't know. Maybe like business administration or something that's a little bit more on like the business, finance, marketing side of things. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is just off the top of my head. That's the only thing I could kind of see myself doing other than nursing. But yeah, that would be something for me to think about. Ener Show says, hey, beautiful. I watched your video the other day about YouTube growth and it really helped me. I was trying to stick to one niche, but I'm going to try to stay positive and do my three I have in mind. Yeah, honestly, nobody can tell you how to run your channel. At the end of the day, you run your channel the way you want to run your channel. That's the good thing about YouTube. It makes you your own boss. You run your content, you decide what you want to put out. You decide whether or not you want to put content out, right? And what you want to talk about. If you want to do three niches, go ahead and do three niches. Sticking to one niche is just a recommendation. That doesn't mean that you can't grow your channel if you have more than one niche. So go ahead and do what works for you, what makes you happy. Literally just be you and your tribe will find you. Um, Ren Robinson says, as a nurse, what are your thoughts on the shot if you don't mind discussing? To be honest, it isn't something that I want to discuss, especially not with YouTube. Like, YouTube has been giving, yeah, it's just not something that I really want to discuss. To be honest, I just feel like do whatever you feel is best for you. If you feel like what is best for you is to get it, get it. If you feel like what's best for you is to not get it and you want to wait, then I don't know. I can't force anybody to do what they don't want to do, right? So whatever you feel is best for you, stick to that. Lynn Grace says your skincare is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm actually gonna have a skincare video coming out. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm actually breaking out right now. And tomorrow's video is supposed to be, I didn't mention this anywhere, so you guys are gonna be the only ones to know. Tomorrow's video is going to be about like um, my emergency skincare regimen to like snap my skin back to normal when I'm starting to break out, because you guys can see I'm starting to break out a little bit all over my face. I don't know what's going on with my hormones. And so I'm going to be doing my emergency skincare regimen tonight to hopefully reduce the size and the appearance of these pimples by tomorrow, if not the day after tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned. Okafo Anulika says, Hi, beauty. What natural remedy can I use for my clear face spots on my for my hold on. What natural remedy can I use to clear my acne spots on my face? I have too many videos discussing this subject. So if you have any skincare related if you have any skincare questions, I don't mind answering your skincare questions, but make sure that you guys go through my playlist to see what I have spoken about and what I haven't spoken about, just to make sure that you're not asking questions about something that I've already covered. So I have a lot of videos on hyperpigmentation and scarring. Just go in my skincare playlist and you'll be able to see all of them. Nurse Laylee says I was an LPN and got my RN online through Excelsior College. It was so flexible and I was still able to live my life. Currently working on my MSN. That may be an option for you. Oh, thanks a lot for that. That sounds really good, but I is that in I don't believe that's in Canada. That's definitely not in Canada. That's in the States. School here is pretty much free, so I will not be paying American prices for school. And like I said before, I'm not sure if I want to get my RN anymore. It's not really looking like it's something that I'm interested in anymore right now. But thanks a lot for that suggestion. Life with Shaquita says, hi, I want to get to 1K. How is that possible? I have a video in my YouTube growth playlist, literally titled How to Get 1,000 Subscribers. So go check that out. La Shalin says, Ashe, Ashe, Namaste. Hey, goddess, peace, beauty. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you for tuning in. Um, Shakaya Got Dreams says, I'm just showing love. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of your support. Ren Robinson says, How old were you when you learned French? Any tips for people who want to learn?" So I'm born in Montreal, Quebec, which is Quebec is the French province of Canada. So I've been speaking French. I went to a French daycare, so I mean, I want to say both English and French are my first languages. I mean, technically, English is my first language because that's the language that we speak in my home. But I started learning French at the age of like a few months old because I was going to a French daycare. So French is a language that I've been hearing ever since I was like literally a baby. Um, Tips for learning French. French is such a hard language to learn. I would literally say if you could find somebody that you can practice your speech with, definitely try to find somebody that you could communicate with in French. Maybe watch French TV, listen to French radio and French music. Other than that, I don't really have any tips because, like I said, I've been speaking this language my whole life. English and French are the only two languages that I speak fluently, and yeah, I only know them because I live in Montreal or because I'm from Montreal, Canada. So, Shamia says, I work with the dock inmates. I barely come in contact with them. Chima Nabi says, hi, beautiful. I love you so much and thank you for all the information that you share with us. Thank you so much. I love you guys too, and I'm so happy that I can help you guys. Fatou says, hello there. Comment vas-tu? Heureuse de te voir. Can you talk about how it's like being a midwife in Toronto or Canada? Like the salary, job opportunities? Thank you. Fatou, uh, I honestly have no idea about midwifery. Somebody actually asked me that question yesterday. I have no idea how midwifery works, especially in Ontario. In Quebec, I don't even know if we have midwives. And in Ontario, I don't know if they have midwives either. because they're not under the CNO, right? So the Association for Nurses in Ontario is the CNO, like the College of Nurses of Ontario, which covers RNs, LPNs, and psychiatric nurses and nurse practitioners and stuff like that. But it doesn't cover midwives. I believe they have their own association. So if you have any questions about midwifery, I believe calling the Association of Midwives of Ontario would be the best place to call to ask questions. They will be able to give you the most accurate answers. Nurse Lally says, how do you manage to grow your channel while having multiple niches? I started off strictly with nursing. I had over 150 dedicated nursing videos before I even thought about posting anything else. And by the time I decided to kind of branch out, I already had 20,000 subscribers. So I did grow my channel quite a bit, and I was consistent with my niche quite a bit. And then when I had a little bit more of a following, that's when I started branching out a bit more. Lash Allen, Feminine Divine Art says, read my question. Where is your question? Oh, I'm an esthetician, but I specialize in Ayurvedic beauty. Have you heard of it? It's an Indian holistic medicine system. I have heard a little bit about it, but I've never like looked into it too much. If you would like to give us an explanation, go ahead and leave it down below. 509 says, my question is regarding NCLEX PN. How did you get prepared for it, and was it hard? I have videos about this already. Go look at my, I think it's Advice for Nursing Students playlist. I have a video on how I prepped for NCLEX. I even have a NCLEX preparation package in there. And I have everything you need to know about preparing for the board exam is there. So that's it. And was it hard? For me personally, it wasn't hard. I finished my exam in 45 minutes, and I think I had three hours to write it. So I wrote it in 45 minutes, and I was out of there. Mind you, the NCLEX exam, like that's not what we call it in the province that I live in. It, yeah, that's not what we call it in Canada, I believe. I think the only people who do the actual NCLEX are the RNs. The board exam for practical nurses, they're called different things from province to province. I don't know if some provinces have the NCLEX PN, but in Quebec, where I wrote my exam, it's called the OIIAQ exam, which is like basically French for like the like board the I'm so tired, guys. For the board exam for auxiliary nurses or practical nurses. And in Ontario, I can't even remember what it's called. It starts with an H, but it's the same exact concept as the NCLEX. It's the same exact thing. It's just a different name. Bass Marega says, salut, comment ça va? Tu es toute belle. Merci beaucoup. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, you guys both have the same names. I have a salsa bill and it ends with Beel, and then another person with the same name, but it's Bil. So Salsa Bill Khan says, hello, I love your videos so much. Thank you. And Salsa Bill Mila says, hey beauty, where are you from? I'm from Canada, but I'm half Nigerian and half Grenadian by descent. Lena says, French is beautiful. Yes, it is. Fatou says, merci ma chère. Y a pas de problème. Lash Allen from Feminine Divine Art says, can you talk about how your diet affects your skin internally? So I already have a video on this, but long story short, the things that you put in your body can affect your hormones. And when it does affect certain hormones, it can have an external effect on your skin. literally you are what you eat. If you eat trash, you're gonna see that. It's that all of that trash that you're putting into your body is gonna have to be wasted, and it's gonna have to come out some way, somehow. So it's gonna come out through your urinary system, it's gonna come out through your digestive tract, and it's gonna come out through sweat and your skin, right? So if you're putting good things in your body, then you're gonna be healthier on the exterior. If you're putting trash into your body, then you're gonna have you're gonna see effects that you don't want to see on your skin. Afiba Abdul says, "Are you still hoping to work in the States?" So I was never really hoping to work in the States. It was just something that I said for fun because of the whole how crazy politics is right now in Canada and all of that. But then I realized that the States is just as crazy or even crazier. So um, that's definitely a no-no. But it wasn't actually something that I was thinking about for too long. The only time I ever really thought about moving to the States is when I was in a relationship with my ex. I was actually considering moving to Michigan for like a very, very small period of time. But then that kind of went out the window real quick. So, bonsoir à Fatou. Il y a des sages au Québec. Ontario est plus ouvert par rapport à la reconnaissance des acquis internationaux. Oh, I didn't even know that. So Ontario recognizes midwives, international, well, Ontario's requirements for midwives, international midwives, isn't as complex as Quebec, is what Nanu 2001 is saying. Afiba says, "Oh, cool. I just assumed it was the same. We have NCLEX PN in Sask, Alberta." Okay. Yeah, I was thinking Alberta in my head because I was actually in the process of well, I'm actually registered as an employee for a travel agency, and I was looking into getting licensed out in Alberta. And when I was looking on the website, I felt like I remembered seeing NCLEX PN on the website, or um, yeah, or something like that, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to say. Lashlyn says, "What is your favorite meal to cook?" Alfredo. Shrimp, seafood Alfredo is like literally my favorite thing to cook, and it's one of my favorite things to eat. Yin26 says, "Hello, do you know French West Indies like Guadeloupe? I moved to Canada since 2 years, but now I miss Toronto because I go back I miss Toronto because I go back to Toronto. Um, no, I speak. I'm French Canadian, so I speak Canadian French, but I do speak a little bit of Creole because I'm from Grenada, which is not far from Guadeloupe and Saint Lucia." Gamers Fraction says, "Hola, buenas noches. Buenas noches." Designer Junkie says, "Hi. Hi, little sexy. Hello, um, let's keep it clean." All right, guys. So if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and drop them down below because my head is literally pounding me right now. I need to go eat. I need to go sleep. I did a night shift last night. My sleep pattern is all crazy. So if you guys have any other questions, drop them down because I might be cutting this live a little bit short. Yeah, hot tea could definitely work, but I just have a headache because of lack of sleep. I think I really just need to go lay down and I'll be fine. All right, guys. So I'm cutting this live right now. Because I just told somebody to call me back. I got an important call that I need to go deal with, and um, and my head is hurting. So thank you guys so much for coming to my live. Remember, I'm going to be doing one live every Friday at 7:30 p.m. if I'm not working, but if I am working, I will let you guys know if I change the date or whatever, or I'll try to remember. Sometimes I forget, so bear with me. And yeah, the next video is going to be coming out on Monday, so look out for that. Make sure you guys have your notification bells on so that you get notified when I post future videos. And also, yeah, don't forget to support your girl by giving me a thumbs up. You guys could not even imagine how much just liking a video can make a massive difference. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning into my live, and I will see you guys next week, Friday. Much love. Take care of yourselves.